Have you ever looked at an item that no one cared about receiving millions of dollars in sales throughout the course of a month and thought, you know what, something doesn't seem right here? I would hope so, because something definitely isn't right. It's always fun to look at market manipulation in an unregulated market like Counter-Strike. Whether it's an attempt to change public perception of a specific item or quite literally clearing out the market allowing you to set the prices, there are many avenues to abuse the supply-based market for personal gain. But there are also many factors in recent years that have significantly affected the ease in which an item can be manipulated and flipped for easy profit. That's why these people should be seen as artists. The understanding of which items can be manipulated. The confidence to spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions, to reach your goal. The understanding of hidden supply that regular users hold onto, and how that could change your approach. Using certain items as a signal, and of course, the process of hiding, diversifying, and offloading these items without anyone ever knowing. While the discussion around skin prices in August has felt like a Wall Street Bets homepage or a Twitter trending tab after you start following people involved in crypto, the limitations that exist today regarding the transfer of items makes it significantly harder to simply pump and dump an item. In general, I have trouble dumping any kind of item, so say hello to the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by Skinsmonkey, a CS2 trading service where you don't have to worry about the risks that come with cash trading or the sale time of a typical marketplace. All you need to do is sign in through Steam and enter your trade link. With their vast inventory of items, instant trades, and 24/7 chat support, you can obtain the skins that you have been looking for. Any excess balance will be held on your account, and any trade lock skin will be reserved until it is finally available. When depositing balance, they also offer a 30% deposit bonus, but that could be 35% if you use the code ptree or click the link down below. This extra 5% also has unlimited uses. But there is another bonus that this code provides. The more you trade, the higher your cashback will be, up to $5 on your first trade by reaching $100 of value. Skinsmonkey also offers daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. Even if you have nothing to trade, Skinsmonkey has something to offer for everyone. The link is in the description if you are interested. If you are new to the channel, I started playing CS in 2015. I bought my first case hardened in 2016. Bought my first sticker investments in 2018. Sure, I have played this game for a decade and had interest in skins for nearly as long, but I did not understand what an investment was. I never used third-party marketplaces or engaged in discussions around item prices and opportunities. But I don't think we are missing much. Back in those days, market manipulation was an easy single-person event that involved buying all of the active listings and relisting them for higher, or making a YouTube video exposing this market to many users that had no interest in skins at the time. They were just short flips that could be capitalized on, and anyone could easily manipulate any item on any given day. It was in 2018 when I genuinely started taking notice of what this market could offer me that we started seeing the introduction of mass manipulation of entire collections, or in some instances, the entire market. And when there's something funky going on, there's one region that takes the blame every time. Now, Chinese users have only recently adopted Counter-Strike, and even today, the game isn't a main player like we see in European countries. It wasn't until summer of 2018 where Chinese users were given a perfect world version of Counter-Strike that was compliant with Chinese regulations. Now, despite Counter-Strike's lack of popularity in China at the time, the one thing that has way more cultural acceptance over there is the immense spending on video games. There is a reason why Riot can charge $500 for the Faker skin bundle, or hundreds for a reasonable Valorant loadout, or the gacha industry that has a chokehold on many Asian countries, and China is no exception. But Counter-Strike offers a unique opportunity as you can easily sell these items for real money again, making your $10,000 a month fake grand order addiction into a $10,000 investment. It's no surprise that the market side of the game caught on faster than the esports side. It was only a year later where Counter-Strike experienced what I would consider the first orchestrated market manipulation event headlined by some large Chinese collectors. We referred to this event as the Summer Pump. And here's how the Summer Pump works on a very basic level. First, you will see something quite unexpected, and that is a straight vertical line. This is the straight vertical line of a price graph, and the item in question is a stupid banana foil. If you have never heard of this sticker, I don't blame you. It's not overly expensive, not overly sought after, and fairly low supply. That being said, it is from the same capsule and the same rarity as a crown foil, which you likely have heard of. Following this signal, we would see a boost in prices for desirable stickers like Catavisa 2014, DreamHack 2014, and Catavisa 2015. There would also be a considerable rise to high-tier skins like Butterfly Fades, Karambit Dopplers, M4 Howls, Tier 1 AK Blue Gems, and Dragon Lores. Pretty much any high-tier skin. There was also some residual that funneled through the market, with the market cap in general seeing a significant increase at this time, but it was likely just a shock wave. A reaction to what was transpiring. First, a random sticker shoots to the moon, then high-tier skins and stickers start gaining. Which does make sense. After massive price increases to certain stickers, the money has to go somewhere. So then the seller buys some new skins with their profit. And then after seeing stickers and high-tier skins going up in price, other high-tier and mid-tier items will rise as a result, since even more supply has been taken off of the market. Time to open up the savings account and buy some skins that will give you easy money. In events like this, not every item is actively manipulated. High and low points in the market will always have a shockwave event as people try to chase what's coming next. And when everyone is happy that their skins, stickers, and cases will forever increase in price, giving them an early retirement, the initial market manipulators dump all of their items for some juicy profit, and everything returns back to normal. As you can see, these summer pumps were a successful venture, and had been repeated multiple times until 2023, where the effects weren't nearly as noticeable. One comparison I saw drawn between the summer pumps of years past and the borderless sticker pump that we are seeing today is the main item being pumped. For years past, it was the stupid banana foil. I think it's quite funny to use that sticker. It's almost like they're calling all the people buying into this temporary market spike stupid. Funnily enough, which item has made the most headlines in this insane Stockholm world that we exist in today? Evil geniuses. It's right in front of us, is it not? First the sticker calling everyone else stupid, and now the sticker calling themselves evil geniuses. It's pretty funny, and considering neither of these items really have any significance in their respective collections, it doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. So despite the increasingly difficult limitations around trading and market listings, we are more or less seeing the Chinese summer pump of days past, but instead of a heavy focus on old desirable stickers, the main priority has been the newly desirable generation of borderless stickers. The sticker isn't the only difference though. The way factory new skins have been manipulated before the sticker pump transpired might just be our best showcase of market manipulation yet. What happened in the previous summer pumps when people sold their Catavisa 2015 and other various stickers? Well, they upgraded their skins or bought new skins. If you are looking for a play skin to purchase with your profits, odds are you are looking for something in factory new. I think it's reasonable to assume that those involved with manipulating Stockholm stickers also had a hand in manipulating select factory new play skins that those who sell their Stockholm stickers for profit will be looking to purchase. Because of the market holds and trade holds, the market prices need to be sustained until you can safely offload the items that you manipulated. And now that both sticker and skin prices have gone up an insane amount, we get that summer pump feeling again, where it feels like no matter what item you buy, you will profit. That provides the window that you need to offload garbage items like a Stockholm EG Hollow, as now the entire community has to decide if they want to chase profits or avoid these items like the plague. And one thing you can always rely on is people chasing profits. I'm not even convinced any of the EG sales in the last week have come from those who initially manipulated them. These stickers have become such a large story and such a money-making machine that it's likely regular users propping up these buy orders hoping they can also cash in. But what will come of all of this a few days from now? What about a few months? Will everything go back to normal? Assuming you are someone that exists in the Counter-Strike community, you have likely seen discussions all around this market manipulation before, and various opinions on how it will all play out in due time. Am I late to the party? Yes. Is there a reason? Yes. Evil Genius's holos have been the frontrunner for this era of market manipulation, although you can point to certain skins as a significant player as well. I'd say what makes EG such an important item to look at is just looking at how much money has been thrown into the sticker to get the prices to where they are today. For context, if we look at September 1st, which is when these stickers peaked, at least initially, and then add up all of the sales just for this day, we are just shy of 150,000 Canadian or 100,000 USD in sales for that day, only on the Steam market. This is not including third-party marketplaces. And if we zoom out, it obviously varies, but about 50,000 to 100,000 USD in sales per day for nearly all of August. I would say that through all marketplaces, Western and Chinese, plus the Steam market, we are likely looking at over $5 million, maybe about 4 million USD, in sales for this EG Holo just in August. Keep in mind that this is a sticker that was once pennies. Looking at whether or not prices will keep climbing, I am using the EG Holo as my top signal. So far, EG has continued to trend upwards, with massive spikes that scream manipulation, whether it was the original group or not. And with EG holding such an insane price for so long, the capsule has to follow. Now that the capsule is more expensive, the other stickers that weren't getting manipulated have also risen. And now that the Stockholm collection as a whole has been sent to the moon, other borderless collections have also gone to the moon. Now that borderless collections have been trending up altogether, more focus has been put on older stickers, so now older stickers are also rising. And on the skin side of things, it's the same idea. Couple collections get manipulated, fast forward a month, and now a factory new Phoenix Blacklight is somehow hundreds of dollars. Before I uploaded this video, I wanted proof that this was comparable to the Chinese manipulation of years past. And at this point, I would say the Counter-Strike community has exceeded my expectations. So now that we all know this has the same feel as old manipulation attempts, what happened to all of these items after their peak? Well, basically every item would fall a significant percentage from their peak, but one thing that was always consistent is the slight increase from previous prices. I recently had this conversation with a friend talking about where EG ends up after all of the hype is gone. While I don't see these stickers ever touching anything close to the $1 to $2 they were before, I also doubt we even see double digits again. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if double digits will be possible. There's too many eyes on the sticker, even if supply is likely in the tens of thousands. Skins will be on a case-to-case basis, as those actively dropping or with massive supply will likely find themselves close to where they were before. But something like the Coalition, where there isn't enough supply to rapidly undercut each other's listings on various marketplaces, I just don't see how these are ever going to go down to what we consider a normal price ever again. Altogether, the prices that we knew a couple months ago will likely never return. But the prices that we know today likely will not last for just about any item that has seen considerable gains. Slight exception for many of the borderless stickers and capsules that have seen a more natural trajectory based more on excitement than manipulation. And looking at the future, if Budapest releases more bordered stickers, these graphs might even look like little blips in a few months. So that's the gist of things. The people behind Stockholm or factory new skin prices haven't specifically been exposed. We know that this was mostly a Chinese-based operation, but when mass manipulation starts to gain traction, it spreads to all corners. At this point in time, the prices that you see are a community effort. It is the supply that remains in storage units despite the insane profits, and the panic buying of items in fear of missing out on the next 10x item. That's what keeps the ball rolling. But as always, eventually the steam will run out. But with such a drastic change in prices, they will never go back to where they were before, in my opinion. Congrats to those who have cashed in. Good luck to those who have gambled on buying in. I sit somewhere in the middle, and if I followed my own advice, I would be selling everything. The problem with my own advice is that I would have missed out on EG and Renegades entirely. And that's the gamble that you run with this market. Just because it doesn't make sense doesn't mean it can't happen.